Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyITUniversity, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are doing well. Wherever you are joining me from, I'm super excited to be here with you. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi with MyITUniversity. I'm a tech veteran and I've been in tech for 30 years. I've been mentoring now for the past 18 years, and I'm always super excited to come to you and to guide you into breaking into tech. I would like to welcome you worldwide, wherever you're joining me from, to see how you're doing and how is your tech journey. Do you need any help breaking into tech? Are you finding it difficult? I can help you break into tech with your eyes closed, like that. When I'm saying that, I literally mean what I'm saying. So if you can, if you want, you feel free to leave your comment in the comment section so that I can welcome you properly. Rexford, thank you for joining me today. Where are you joining from, Rexford? Where are you joining from? Today is going to be powerful. We're going to be having a powerful discussion today. And there's no better time to break into tech than now, because at this point in time, when everything is like every other industry, is not promised. But tech is booming. With AI, with cybersecurity, with data analytics, so many areas, things that will even let you know that tech is it. Cybersecurity is not going anywhere. Cybersecurity is here to stay because we need to secure even the AI. We need to secure data. We need to secure everything. So cybersecurity is like the policeman that's backing everything up. We need cybersecurity. So if you break into cybersecurity, you can never go wrong. It doesn't matter the industry. If it's automobile industry, if it's biochemical industry, if it's in like institutional, like schools, bank, financial institutions, we need you guys. Even federal systems, the government's infrastructure, state, county, cities. We need you. Thank you so much all the way from Ghana for joining me today. Okay, I'm really grateful. Yeah, and it doesn't matter anywhere in the world that you are in, you can break into cybersecurity. I have students worldwide, not only in the US, in Canada, a lot, in Europe, like Germany, Spain, Australia, even Dubai, Ireland, everywhere. And the same story, the same cybersecurity story, GRC, compliance, risk management, all this is the same. It's the same process. It's PCI DSS, risk management, third-party risk management, EPA, all this compliance is applicable. ISO 27001. All these are what we learn in our classes, that is what we train in our classes. So, and also you're not only training you, but I always tell people it's 5 pillars. 5 pillars. So it's training, it's coaching, because you need to be coached while you are being trained, not just going. If anybody is telling you that they want to train you, right, and they don't mention anything like coaching or anything like mentorship, which is the third one, and internship, very important, so can you really do hands-on, right? And then interview prep, resume and LinkedIn profile optimization, and also reference. It's even more than 5. It's like I just counted 8 things right now. If they can't do all of those things for you, don't even bother. because you need those things. And if you are trying to break into cybersecurity and they are not mentioning security plus, because I see some people there, they will go and train them on PCI DSS, they will go and train them on third party, and they will not mention security plus. No, don't even, because you need security plus as a foundation, right? Then you can add GRC, you can add, or any other thing. Security plus is very important. And also you want to make sure that you can practicalize everything, can be hands-on, and there are cybersecurity tools so that you can practicalize it. Okay, so you can do like ServiceNow, like a Ramba and all that. We have those things in-house that you're part of the program. If you don't have that, you cannot practicalize what you are doing. It's not going to work. Okay, so just note that we have a whole pipeline. And so far, we have more than 1,000 plus people break into cybersecurity. Okay, you can break into cybersecurity. You have to be focused on it. It's structured, it's online, it's live. Okay, and I'm the instructor. It's a different thing that somebody will tell you, they will market to you, right? And then they're not the instructor. You find a different energy in the marketing and a different energy in the instructor. And then you like lost. I'm the instructor. The same energy you find is what you find in the class. The same vibes you find is what you find in the class. Okay? And then everything's so structured. Everybody is engaged. Okay, it's engaging. It's engaging. And then my students are with me for life. We meet every Saturday. Regardless, every single Saturday, we meet, discuss, and do projects. We have stakeholders like Walmart, Toyota, Starbucks, Stripe, PayPal, Bank of America. We have, stakeholders, in-house, and we do live projects. So live project is very important. If you can't do live project for internship, don't even bother. And I think we are the only people that actually does that. Most people don't do no internship. They just train you. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's more than that. And I meet my students every single Saturday, non-stop. I just meet them 2 hours. Every Saturday, we do a quick meeting. Every single community-based, so they can work together. Every single Saturday. I meet them for 2 hours. People that are working already, people that are trying to break in, we have meetings, we do projects together constantly, continuously. It's more than training, guys. I just want to mention that it's more than training. Thank you so much for being with me today. Let's get started. I just want to, get us up with that vibe. Let's get ready. Get ready for what we're going to be discussing today. So today, we're going to be discussing this topic, which is really, really important. Okay, let me share that with you. This is what we're discussing today. RMF implementation guide, practical scenarios. So I will encourage you, if you have never, subscribe to our channel, feel free to do that on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, follow me, okay, so that you always learn all those things. Every Wednesday at this time, I'm always live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And every Wednesday at 12, I'm on Instagram. Okay? So anywhere you are seeing me from, just follow, because I'm always going to bring you a lot. Like right now, on all our platforms, on YouTube, I have like 400 and something videos. Who does that? It's like somebody that's already sacrificed their life into these things, and it's to help you. So don't miss out. Subscribe, follow, and share with people that are also trying to break in, that are struggling with it right now. And also, people that are trying to interview, but they are so finding it so difficult to interview. I will encourage them to go to our website and get this AI cybersecurity interview prep. It has more than 50 videos of, very engaging videos that's going to ask you scenario-based questions and give you all the answers to these questions, so that you are prepped to know how to answer questions. These are video-based, and it has the text. It has the text in there, so you can follow the small videos, animated videos that prep you for interviews. Okay, so it talks about the general scenario-based interview, situational interview, technical interview, resume, LinkedIn, question you can ask your hiring manager. It talks about different tools and all the different framework like RMF, PCI, ISO, EPA, third party, all of these snippets. If you want to get it, you can click on the small sample video and see what it is. It's really good. It's part of our program. That's how good it is. It's part of our program. And also, don't forget my 6-book series that's going to prep you also for interviews, like scenario based. These are text based though, but it's something you can follow like a structure. So, for example, there are different books for different area that you are trying to focus on. If you are focused on encryption, data management, data response, all those data related privacy, it's all under book 1. You see it there. And you can get the whole package on sale, all of them together. It's $50 off. Okay. Then book 2 is on all the different compliance, all the frameworks broken down. Book 3 is on policy and procedure, mastering them. Book 4 is on technical security control, and book 5 is on emerging technology like AI, machine learning, and all that. Bitcoin, blockchain, quantum computing, all of them are on book 5. And then book 6 is on how to map your career. If you never map your career, you know you are somewhere in tech, but you don't even know where you are going. You don't have a future. You don't have a plan. You don't project nothing. You need to buy the book 6, because that one is just about jumpstart career. You may jumpstart your career, or you may want to plan ahead. So you want to be a stakeholder, as a leader. How do you project and plan? How do you know your skills, and how can you make it improve? It's a template. You can fill it in. You can fill it in and know where you are going with your career. That's really good too. I just want to mention these things because they are there. So some people may not know. So that's why I'm mentioning them. So thank you so much, guys, as we get started with our discussion today. Feel free to reach out if you need any help as well. I'm here to help you. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready, guys? Are we ready to go? Let's go. So if you're trying to break into tech, my number is there. You can text me, or you can schedule a call on our website, myITUniversity.com. Okay, so let's get started. RMF Implementation Guide, the practical scenarios, what we're looking at today. If you are with me, type in the comment section RMF. Are we ready to go? How many steps of the RMF do we have? Risk management framework, preparing for the risk management framework implementation. So the first thing, okay, is define the security role under prepare. Prepare, you know, we start with prepare, right? Okay, someone is typing something to us. Rachel, how are you doing? Good morning. I hope you are doing well. RMF, thank you so much, Rachel. Welcome. That's one of our tech leaders with MyITUniversity. I'm glad you are here. Rachel, can you please share on the mentoring platform that I'm live? I didn't even share with nobody. That's what a lot of them will be coming later. We have a very big, sisters and brothers club. They are even separate. That's how big they are. So Rachel, can you please share with them that I'm live so they can join me? Anybody that's available. And we have a Tech Billionaires Club as well. So welcome, Rachel. Glad you're here. And Bob, thank you, Bob, for joining us. Bob, where are you joining from? Okay, so let's go. So the first thing you're going to do, thank you, Bob. 7 steps. Excellent. Thank you. So we're going to define security roles. So document system owners and information security officers. See, what you will know is that I try to break tech down to you as like you don't have no experience. It doesn't matter. If you cannot break tech down and you like to sit together, they can understand it, then you don't know what you're talking about. So that's what it is. I break tech to you from scratch, like, okay, you will get it. So anything that you don't prepare for, you will fail. So preparation is the first thing. So even any project, even if the framework is not RMF, they may call it planning, like in Scrum, or prepare, or they may not call it prepare, they may call it planning, but there will always be something that makes you get ready for the process. So that's the first thing, which is prepare. So you have to define the roles. Pretty much saying you are defining who is doing what. The owners, the information security officers, and all the stakeholders, you define the roles, right? And then the document in policy, right? So create clear documentation of all security roles. All the roles are defined in the policy. And you know, a policy, every organization will have a policy. There are so many policy for different uh, organizations, and for different sub-orgs, or for different parts of the organization and departments. Though there will be policy for IT, policy for security, policy for HR, policy for everything, accounting, finance. So it depends on how your structure is. So document in policy all these roles, and also formalize responsibility. Work with HR and executive to designate stakeholders. The problem with many organizations is because the problems are that they don't designate, they don't try to formalize responsibility. Because if you don't formalize responsibility, nobody's accountable to anything. Everybody would think, okay, somebody will do it. Who is the somebody? There's no somebody. You have to be able to structure things out and formalize responsibility for accountability and transparency, right? So that's under prepare. Once that is done, we get things ready, because the stakeholders, the system owner, their information security officers, and all of their managers, they are ready to get started with their own meetings and they're kickstarting to get ready, so that when the contractor comes, they are ready to provide the overview, the summary, everything they need to get started. Whatever you give them is what they're going to work with. If you don't have anything to give them, or you are not prepared as an organization, failure has started. So that's first thing, prepare. And the second thing is categorizing the information system. When I say information system in this case, I'm not talking about computers. I'm not talking about software. I'm talking about software, hardware, firmware, people, process. So we are always remember, people, process, technology. People, process, technology. The people are the asset. People are the resources. People are the people that are helping you to get things done. So that's the first thing, right? People, process. How are they doing it? What are they using to do it? The pipeline they have in place, and the process and the technology is now the software, the hardware, and all of that. So these are the things we are trying to secure. These are your assets, right? So always have that in your mind. So when I say information system, that is what I'm saying. Okay? So information system. So we're looking at categorizing it. So the first thing you look at is the FIPS 199 standard, Framework for System Categorization. This FIPS 199 is a document, okay, that we are going to be using under categorization. And it's pretty much looking at the security objectives, which are three of them: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, so because when I say security objectives, all that I'm saying is that, why are we doing security? What is the main goal, purpose, aim, objective of security? That is to make security information confidential, to make sure your information has integrity, and the information is available. I can see my engineers coming on. I can see them coming on. Welcome, guys. Welcome. As you are coming, you can share your say hi, so I can give you a shout out. Thank you so much, guys. So, and also the impact on those things. So, impact assessment, evaluate confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So you always think about, what is the impact in case my confidentiality, integrity, and availability is breached? What is the impact? Hi, Bukola, how are you doing today? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. As you're joining, I will want to give a shout out. So just say hi in the comment section. That would be great. Those are part of our engineers as well, Bukola. Thank you so much. So I want you all to go into this comment section and give it back to me. What is confidentiality, integrity, and availability? Ajayi, welcome. One of our big engineers right there. Thank you so much. Impact, right? So impact. So impact can be high, moderate, or low impact. That's in case your confidentiality got breached, integrity got breached, and availability is breached, what will happen? So we use the high watermark to define that. High watermark to define that. Hi, Johnny, welcome. Hi, Olusegun. Oluseyi, welcome. Thank you so much. My engineers are popping up. Thank you. Auntie B, thank you. Ajayi, thank you. Johnny, thank you so much. Oluseyi, I'm so grateful that you guys are joining me. Yes, share with others. So let them also come. It's free. So come and learn. Right? So we always do the high water mark to know if the system is low, moderate, or high. That's categorization. And then we document all this into the system security plan. Into the system security plan. If you are involved with this and you engage with this, you're going to get this flyer, this slide right here for free. So if you engage, that will be my gift to you. Okay, so we document the SSP. The SSP, the System Security Plan, is a living document and it has to stay living. So it has to be updated from time to time based on your strategy as an organization. Excellent. Okay, guys, very good. The next thing after categorization is selecting your security control. Security control. So security control are set of controls, a set of control that you select. They are countermeasures and safeguards, pretty much, that will commensurate your system high watermark. So you have a high watermark, the system can be low, moderate, or high. Based on that, then you can now connect that and say, okay, these are the control that will match my high watermark. Abdul, welcome. I hope you are doing well. That's our engineers right there. Very good. So thank you, guys. Share with your groups and others, and on your timeline also share. Thank you, guys. So how do you select your system security control? We use this document called the NIST Special Publication 800-53. We call it the control catalog. And when you look at control, I always tell you guys, control are the same all over the world. It doesn't matter where you are located. Controls will be controlled. It doesn't matter if you are doing ISO, if you are dealing with any other, even with PCI DSS, it's still the same. So they select all this control. Guys, can you share with me any two controls that you are familiar with? Share with me just name any two control. So once we have this control catalog, we select from them. If your system is low, moderate, or high, there are already some control pre-selected. So baseline selection, choose based on impact level. All right. So low, moderate, or high. So, and this control are tailored. You are applying overlay for specific needs. So you are tailoring your control based on your need. You don't just put control in place. Excellent. So Ajayi said, I'm mentioning some control, guys. I want to make it interactive. AU and AC. What is AU and what is AC? I want to spell it out for me. Access control, and we also have audit and accountability, right? So making sure that all the way, so I want you to spell it out for me so people can follow you. People that are not technical can follow you. Access control, audit and accountability, very good, right? Controlling access, user management, access management, all those things, and also being able to manage the log. How you log your log entries, like using some SIM tools, and all that to manage the data, the customer data. And Oluseyi said CA and PA. What is CA? People that are not familiar with us, and what is PI? So planning, right? Right. I want you to spell it out, be spelling it out. Okay. So we have contingency planning. We have all of you are very good audits. We have audits. We have AC and PL. Very good. Incident response. Yes. Yeah, very good planning. So all those are very, very important controls. What are control? Control are pretty much, like checklist of things to do on your system to make sure they are secure, to make sure they are protected, right? So those are things. Even when you even go to the littlest ones like password change, you must change your password every 90 days or every 60 days, depending on your organization. The password must be strong. When you're trying to log in, 3 consecutive unsuccessful login should lock you out. You should keep track of logs in and logs out and all these entries, things like that, right? So those are the things we're mentioning. And validation, ensure compliance alignment with all this control in place, right? So access, be able to do your configuration assessment, your configuration management, all those things, right? It's very, very important that you have all your control in place. Even awareness and training, those are part of the controls. There's so many of them. So we'll discuss all of that. And also we have to implement those controls. There's no joy in you having a set of things to do and it's not done, right? So those controls must be implemented. They must be put in place. So meaning that when you have all these controls that we have mentioned and we have a list, think about it. Let me use an analogy. If you bought a used car in the US, and I think it's the same in other countries, you have to take the car for inspection. And for the inspection, they will check all the different components of the car. They will check the tire, the windshield, they will check the lights, they will check, windows. All those are the controls that makes the car safe. For example, if your headlight is not working, you're not supposed to be driving that car. If you don't have a door, you're not supposed to be driving that car. If you don't have a tire, you're not supposed to be driving that car. So those are the control measures that they put on the car to make it safe. Those are the things they will check on the car before you can drive the car. So the same thing with system. The security control measure on your systems are these things we are mentioning. Those are the security control. The making sure people are trained, that's AT, access control, controlling who have access to the system based on their business need to know. If they don't need to know or have access to the system, they don't have a business on that system. And that's confidentiality, right? And then also we talk about audit and accountability. You need to be able to audit people and make them accountable for their actions and responsibility. So the people or system acting on their behalf or devices acting on their behalf or processes acting on their behalf, you should be able to audit them, right? All these are controls, and not only controls for the system or the people, but also the building. See? And the process they use. So when I say we are taking care of the people, their process, their technology. So that is what we're talking about, information system security. So implementing this control in place is very important. Once this control are in place, then you know that you are safeguarded and you are secured. So develop procedure, create standard operation procedure, and train IT team, like I mentioned, awareness and training, ensure staffs understand implementation requirements. Let's even talk about it in reality. If you have staffs and they don't understand what they need to do, they are going to do whatever, and who knows what they're going to do anyway. So once they are trained, then you know that there's a template for them to follow. They know exactly what you said, what the organization want them to do, based on the training they've received. And that's why you see the training is continuous, because they need to make sure that they are refreshed and ready to learn and to apply what they have learned into the system. So training is a control. And document implementation, so produce control implementation summary, so they know exactly what to do. I always tell you, we have policy and procedure. Policies shows us the directive of the organization. Which direction is this organization going to go? We are going this direction because this is showing us the direction. It's showing us what is expected. It's mandatory. We must follow the policy. The procedure is what breaks down the step by step. How do we implement this policy? How do I do this particular concept? How do I put it in place? That's procedure. So they work together to guide us into all controls. Every control family will have a policy and procedure. That's the first. Okay? So that's very, very important to implement. Okay? Because we have to provide, as we're working on the document, organizationally provided parameters that is coming from the policy that you use that to implement the controls. After controls are implemented by the engineer or subject matter experts, so meaning that when I say if the policy and the system security plan says that, for example, password has to be 90 days, you have to change your password, and it has to be 13 characters or 14 characters long and strong. It's not automatic. It's not automated. Somebody has to build that in place. So that is implementation. Somebody that is in charge of programming those things in place need to do it. So that means we are taking those controls and we are building into the system. That's called implementation. And when that is done by the developers, engineers, database analysts, all the other, admins, security administrators, they have to do their parts, right? Then everything needs to be assessed. It's not enough for you to say, oh, we have done it, everything is working now, everything is secured now. Somebody has to assess that. Somebody has to make sure that it's actually working. So that's assessing those control. Assessing those control. Are we following me? If you are following me, say yes, I'm following. I want to make sure we are following. Thank you guys as you are coming in. I appreciate you being here. You can leave in the comment section. I'll be able to welcome you properly. Thank you so much. Is it making sense? Is it giving back? Thank you, Deola. Say yes, it's making sense. It's making sense. Excellent, guys. And if you are here, you're meeting me for the first time, feel free to reach out if you are trying to break into cybersecurity, into tech. I'm going to help you make it happen for you, just as we make it happen for all these guys out here, okay, that are in tech and the ones, that are in our programs. Thank you so much. Adesola, right? Nice to see you. It's making sense. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Okay, so assessment is very important, right? Thank you, Sheyi. Yeah. So assessing security control, coordinate with the assessor, work with independent assessment team to plan execution. So pretty much it's saying when you do an exam, completed an exam, you are not going to grade yourself. You need to get somebody out there to grade it, right? So somebody else has to, you probably want to grade your exam yourself so you can pass everything. But it doesn't work like that. That's conflict of interest. So that means somebody out there needs to be the one that will grade it. So the same thing, assessing system, meaning that, okay, you say you put all the control in place, everything is working completely fine, but then we need to make sure that we assess this thing, making sure that we make check and balances, make sure everything is in place and is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Safeguarding what's supposed to safeguard. So coordinate with the assessor. It has to be third party from outside. Third party organizations have to assess your system and map control objectives. So they map all the objectives, making sure that everything is mapping against the objective CIA triad. confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the system, and collect evidence, perform security testing, and gather documentation. So there are 2 documents that's going to be prepared by the assessor at this point. Can somebody give me those 2 documents? Refresh your memory. Those 2 documents that they will prepare: validate controls, confirm all control operates as intended, that the control are operating as intended. 2 documents by the assessor will be the poem. We're going to look at that. Okay, so it's going to be the poem and the what? System assessment report. There will be a report that will be developed, and will be a plan of action and milestone that will be developed. So I'm going to point that out. Thank you, Ajayi. Thank you. Adeola is giving that to us. Security assessment report. Okay, that's a typo there, but that's fine. So once all that is said and done, we have to have a security authorization package. This package will compile, and we have the system security plan, which is the plan for security. Okay, that was developed before, in the initial stage during categorization is when that was developed, right? And then we have security assessment report, which I mentioned. The report is high-level, executive-level report of what is going on, because all the other breakdown will be in the plan of action and milestone, which breaks down all of the findings, all of the findings and all that. But the system assessment report, we have a synopsis of the findings. So it will be like a sum up, because it will have, like, in case people that don't want to come to check through the poem, they may just look through the, like the officials or anybody that's involved. The poem can be so long, like a spreadsheet, but sum up of it will be in the system assessment report, and it will also have recommendation of how to fix them, what they expect from those major ones. So all those controls will be also there. Thank you so much, Oluseyi. So, and then in the authorization stage, which is done by the authorizing official, okay, they will review these documents, present complete package to the AO for risk-based decision. So the authorization package will help the official to make decision if they're going to approve you or deny your system, meaning that they may allow your system to become operational because now they've accepted your risk. Like, okay, this risk is accepted, is in an acceptable level. We can accept this risk, or they deny you because the risk cannot be accepted at this point, because you still have to fix some things. You still have to make sure that all these findings are remediated. What the vulnerability are remediated or not, all these findings are already taken care of. So the authorizing official receive formal ATO with specific validity period. So if they want to approve or deny you, this is where they make their decision. And it is not approval for life. They may approve you up to maybe 3 years approval. They may say, okay, I approve you 3 years. After 3 years, you have to do so and so. Or they can give you in term approval. They can say, okay, I approve you for 6 months. Fix all these things. We'll come back and check in 6 months. If you've not fixed it, you may actually deny, we take it back. Take it back from you. So it's very important. Authorization. Once the system is authorized, then what's going to happen? We have to monitor. There's monitoring the security control. We have to monitor the systems, because our system they are living document. Yeah, DAT or ATO, authority to operate or deny your authority to operate. So ATO or DATO, okay, and they can even give you IATO, mean interim authority to operate, and they can even give you IATT, interim authority to test, or authority to test. So just for testing purposes, but at that point you can't operate. It's in testing mode. And the reason why do you think they will give interim authority to test is because You cannot have the same environment. If you said, okay, I'm going to simulate an environment and test it to be our production system. It's not the same environment. A production is different environment from testing. And we always have, when you're working on systems, we have different environment, right, guys? Hey, Zogo, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you all. Thank you, guys. So share with your groups, with your mentoring groups, with your class groups, and all that. Thank you so much. So, we always have different environment. We have the development environment where all the developer will sit and get their job done, like this guy that's sitting right here on the slide. It can be a dev environment. They're just sitting, working on development. Then it can also be they are working on testing environment where they have to do all the testing, the testers, they test, they do put all the daily data in and just testing if system is going to functionality and all that. And then they can also be a staging environment where systems are already finished testing and we are putting some data that are really de-identified data that are really close to the one in production but are de-identified. And we want to see, because sometimes when you have system working, if you do, the data can break systems. So we want to put data in place and let's put data that de-identified, don't link to anybody for security reasons, but they are very close to production. See if it's going to work and see if it's going to break. So that's a staging. And staging environment will be very close to production environment because we are simulating production. With the testing, we are simulating, it doesn't even matter. Development and testing can be the same type, which is okay. But staging and production, we have to be close. Even though some organizations will put testing and staging together, it's not advisable. It costs more, but it's better if you are dealing with sensitive data or if you are dealing with very sensitive projects, and high caliber project like top secret project or secret. You want to have all these 4 stages. And the last one is production. So when you are monitoring, and when you are doing the interim authority to test, you are testing on production because the production may not be live yet. It might be a new production environment. You want to test the control right there on that production system, at least for the first time. Not only stimulating it. If you're stimulating testing, assessment on staging environment for production, you are wasting your time because production will still remain vulnerable. So they have to be forced. We have to make sure that all of those things are done so that all systems are working. So those are the 4 stages, the 4 environments that we can have on a system in an organization. And under monitoring, security control, with developing monitoring plan, a strategy. Every organization will have to start thinking about what is our monitoring strategy. Establish continuous monitoring strategy and schedule. If you don't have a schedule, you can't just do it randomly. Today we are doing it, then we don't know when we're going to do it next. So there will be timeline on monitoring and conduct regular scans. You perform vulnerability assessment on defined schedules, okay, and review audit logs, analyze system logs for security event monthly, review monthly log. So there are logs. You scan your networks, you have to have logs of all these audits, like SIM tools. You have to have logs of the different activity that's going on with our system, right? So guys, what are some of your when you perform a regular scan, what are some of these tools that you guys are familiar with for scanning your system for vulnerability? Are we guys with me? Very good, guys. We have more people with us. All my engineers are here. Thank you. We have Nessus, Wireshark, Nmap, OpenVAS, Qualys, right? All these are tools that we can use. So if you love to be familiar with tools more on tools, we have a class that is starting on May 3rd, and that May 3rd is a Saturday class. It's for 12 weeks, guys. It's all on tools, guys. and so many tools. We're gonna even do pen testing. We're gonna hack the system, hack the box. We're gonna hack the system. We're gonna do scans. We're gonna do a lot of on Linux systems. We do a lot of vulnerability management, a lot of SIM tools implementation, right? Like very good, on that class. That class is called Cybersecurity Analyst Lab. And the lab, you're going to be hands-on the lab. It's all hands-on lab. So if you are even an engineer, you have been in tech for many years, you need to have hands-on tools as well. It's going to enhance your career. It's going to open another opportunity for you. It doesn't matter what area of tech you are in. It's something you can add on to what you have. It's good to be in GRC, very, very important, but also you want to add those ones. So I always tell people, I always tell my guys, I said, start with GRC, it's easy to get in, then add the tools class to it, which is the security analyst lab. So now you are becoming not only a cybersecurity analyst, you are now a cybersecurity engineer. Isn't that cool, guys? And then we have maintain ATO. So update your control and conduct assessment from time to time. Thank you, Femi. I'm glad you are here. Thank you so much. Yeah, and also Oluseyi Nessus, Rapid 7, Nessus. Okay, so good. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys are following. And then manage control deficiencies. Because we are monitoring, there may be deficiencies. And that's why we also work on change management. The customer will always be customer. Some customers are not even technical. Customer just know that I need this thing. I need it. I remember when I was a software engineer, I was a software engineer for many years. I do coding and scripting in any language. I've been doing that for forever because that's my first love. It's always, and it will still be. Once an engineer, always an engineer anyway. So I remember the customer will always come and say, oh, get this thing done. They will always bring their requirements. They were never following anything. That customer don't want to listen to nothing. She knows she needs this and she needs it done like yesterday. They will always come. So you want to let your customer know. So there's something that is good to have, must have, right? So nice to have and must have. So there's some things they have to put in the pipeline for Christmas, like later, not now, right? And there's some things they have to have now. Okay, so because of those things, we have to have a change management board that sits on what customer requirements will be, because they will always be popping in. It's a living system. It has to keep moving and they have to keep adding the requirement, but we have to guide the way those things are done. Where that comes in, the Scrum Master, Project Manager, Product Owner, Business Analyst, that have to make sure they control the flow. So because of that, there will always be new things added into the system once it's live. So that is why most cases there will be situations where you will start noticing some failures, some deficiencies because of addition, changes, and stuff, and over time. So managing, identify issues, detect control failure during monitoring. So there will be failure, there will be issues happening because of that, because nothing is constant. Okay, there will be changes. Data will change, things will change, system become vulnerable. We're updating all hardware, software, firmware. Every time there are changes. So we have to manage all those things because it's going to it can affect our controls that we have put in place. Okay? Document in the poem. So we have to use poem to document all these changes, all these things that's happening needs to be updated. If your poem is not updated, which is a plan of action and milestone, if it's not updated, that's a finding by itself. So track deficiency with clear timeline and remediate, which means fixing it, fix root cause and verify your solution. So you want to remediate any of those issues, right? And handling system changes. So guys, assess impact. Evaluate how changes affect security posture and update documentation You have to update your document. Like I mentioned, if your document is not updated, that's right there by itself is a finding. And brief authorization of the authorizing official. So the authorizing official is an official that's part of your team. They will be in the life of the system from beginning of system to end of life cycle. So brief, you have to brief them, keep them posted. There will be updates on the update of risk assessments, update all the officials that need to be updated on all these changes that's happening. There'll be status reports, a lot of status, and then maintain authorization, continue ATO with updated conditions. So you want to maintain your authorization from time to time, keep authorizing, keep updating them, because if they find out that it's like they can just pull the system out of you know you can push yourself out of compliance if you don't follow these processes. If you don't follow these processes. So if you guys have any questions, please put in the chat for me. Put in the chat. Okay. I want to answer your question. Okay. So we have some classes starting. I want you to take the advantage to join them. And I'm telling you, it's 5 pillars, like I mentioned before. All of my guys there, they know. Guys, talk to me. Your mentoring. How are you enjoying our mentoring community? Our mentoring community. How are you enjoying our mentoring community? We mentor. I meet them every single Saturday. I'm sure if we have 20 people here, all of them can attest to that. Can you tell me about the mentoring? How are you enjoying the mentoring community? Talk to me. So we have a class starting on March 3rd. May 3rd. That's our next class. So it's going to include Security Plus, Risk Management Framework, Third-Party Risk Management, ISO 27001, PCI DSS. We do SOC. We look into HIPAA and GDPR and all that. Adeshola, thank you so much. It was very insightful and impactful. Thank you so much. I love that. Okay, so join us if you are new, trying to break in. That's the best place. And if you're already gone for some training and you don't know what you did there, we're gonna wake you up and bring you back to life. Okay, so you can be in the right place, and it will include your resume and LinkedIn optimization, mentorship, like I mentioned, internship, so you can do hands-on projects. And guys, if you are here, can you mention to me in the internship what project have you done? What organizations, stakeholders have you supported in your project, in your internship with us? Mention to me. Let me know. Zogo, are you still here? I know some of you are Visa, Bank of America. Anyone, anybody that have done a particular one? So also we're going to be looking at resume, LinkedIn profile optimization, mentorship, internship. There will be mock interview prep. We do all these things every Saturday. Salary negotiation, so you know how to negotiate for salary. There's always a way to negotiate for salary, guys. If they ask you this question, then you will give them this question. You don't give them the answer. You give them question for question, so that you can now see. It's like when you are wrestling, you have to use a trick so that you can win. So there's a way you answer question for question, and then they'll be able to turn around and give you what you asked for. So we learn all this in the class. So job placement. Okay, guys, I'm seeing some all over. Say Toyota, Walmart, exactly. So Auntie B has done with Walmart and Toyota. That's our internship. Ajayi has done internship for Starbucks. Very good. Adeshola has done with Stripe, for PCI DSS, and UNICEF. He has done with ISO 27001. You see, guys, what I'm telling you? You see, these are all my engineers here. Very good. Will there be any commitment for the analyst class? What's that? Any commitment for the analyst class? The analyst class is starting on May 3rd. We are doing that on May 3rd. It's all hands on tools. I'm super excited about that. We don't do that every time. We do it, the max 2 times a year. So it's going to get started. We have all the vouchers ready to go. So it's a good class for people that are trying to break in. They're trying to have hands-on more on tools. I will encourage them to take the 12 weeks of class. It's really cool. So we're going to be looking at this particular, the GRC class that we're starting. That's the best one to get in. Just schedule a call with me if you're trying to break in. I will guide you. Okay, schedule a call. I have some free time to help you. So we look at salary negotiation, job placement support, and weekly collaboration in our mentorship program. So thank you guys for being here today. I'm so grateful that you are joining. Please share this with other people. Okay, and don't forget to get your treasure box. Okay, if you have not, this is what we call treasure box. Is cybersecurity interview prep videos. Okay, also visit our website, get your book series. Okay, powerful. Okay, and also don't forget the upcoming classes. You will never regret it. Okay, feel free to join our upcoming class like I just showed you. Excellent. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. So we'll meet again next week. Okay, and don't forget also, I always want to preach this. Don't let's leave out our kids. Okay, don't let us leave our kids also in this journey. As we are journeying into tech, our kids also can journey into tech with us. So we have coding classes for children ages 6 to even 17, 18. So they have different classes. We have classes for kids that are getting started with Scratch. They will really enjoy. They meet twice a week. And the ones that are doing HTML or JavaScript, or they want to do like Python, they are all in their curriculum. Let them get started. Text me and I will guide you into that. I have classes going on, and these kids, some of them are so smart. They're always playing games. Why would they just be playing game when they can be doing something better with their time, right? So we engage them. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. I love you all, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay techy, stay radiant, stay excited about tech. Until next time, I remain yours sincerely, Professor Temi Akinwumi with MyITUniversity. Peace out. Bye.